Hello, Chess here. So here's my dilemma. I see so many people declaring that the one way to achieve your dreams and live the life you want to live is to commit full force, run straight towards it, and continue persisting until you reach it. And the thing is, I absolutely believe that. Mindset is an incredibly powerful thing, and if you have the resources to take the first step towards something, then it really does come down to a game of perseverance and resilience. Now, I did make a whole video about how I'm not one of those who believes that anything is possible if you just work hard, because some of the hardest working people are still the ones struggling to make ends meet. My point here is choosing to pursue one thing and fully committing yourself to it is huge in making headway towards success. But what if we don't have that one thing that we feel comfortable committing our lives to? Like, take a look at your favorite singer or actor, for example. And sure, a good many of them came from a place of wealth, or they knew people in the industry, or they just got plain lucky. But there's also plenty of them who worked their way up into the limelight. They picked up student film projects or worked for free. They played gigs at bat mitzvahs or just wrote songs for the heck of it. They had this singular light at the end of the tunnel goal for what they wanted to do with their lives, so they had no problem fully committing themselves to that and only that until they reached it. So let's take a person like me, who's interested in more than one thing and pretty much wants to try just about everything. Like, I'm passionate about social justice, so I've thought about a role in advocacy or counseling. On a more artistic front, I love music and dance, and I would love to do something that spreads these crafts to the world and teaches them to a new generation. There's also a little piece of me that wants to live in a tiny house and drive around the world, or work as a translator, though I'd probably need to learn a language first, or work as a roadie for a band, or be crew on movie sets, or become an acupuncturist, or open a coffee shop. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Some people say, take it back to when you were a kid, what you thought you would be when you grow up. This shows your core personality and interests. But I thought I wanted to be a marine biologist until I realized I do not have a scientific brain and I'm terrified of the ocean. So whoever I thought I was as a kid is not very helpful to the person that I am now. The thing is, I do believe that I could excel in any one of these areas. With enough training and practice, I believe that I could build the skills to be really good at whatever I choose. The trick is picking that one thing to hone and pursue, because we just can't be good at everything. An old Chinese proverb says, if you chase two rabbits, you'll lose them both. So if I'm trying to pursue a million different paths at once, I'm never going to grow in any of them. Some refer to this phenomenon as multi-potentiality. This essentially means the ability of a person to excel in multiple different fields. They're not like that person who's just born to be an engineer, but they show promise in a lot of different areas. The trouble is, we live in a world where multi-potentiality is not exactly smiled upon. People typically select one field or hobby and work their entire lives trying to be the best at it. No one really wants to work with a therapist who's pretty good at their job, or go see the performance of a dancer who's just okay. So for example, if I felt in my soul that being a YouTuber was the one thing I had to do with my life, I would spend way more time and money and energy and branding trying to fulfill this dream. But instead, it's simply one thing on a long list of hobbies for me. So I'm hesitant to put all my resources into this one thing when I'm still pursuing other avenues of self-expression at the same time. So I'm well aware it's going to be harder for me to gain headway towards YouTube success when I'm not spending all my other time advertising or comment spamming or building my online brand. It's also tough for me because I'm kind of that jack of all trades, master of none. I like to do a lot of things. Piano, dance, singing, photography, writing, running, making videos. And I'm pretty good at all of these things, but not enough to ever make a career out of it or be the best in the business. And yes, that is incredibly frustrating to me. My whole life I've always said I wish I could be really, really good at just one thing instead of fine at a bunch of things. And part of me still wishes this, but I also kind of wonder why. Being good at one singular thing can advance you far in that area, but then it doesn't leave you much room to grow in other areas. Do I just want to impress people by being the best? Am I not satisfied with my hobbies being just for fun? Do I really want to turn my self-expression into a career move? And because we always want what we can't have, I'm sure that if I was really good at one thing, I'd wish that I had more skills in other areas. So I'm trying really hard to be okay with multi-potentiality and trying to figure out how to build a life around it. I've accepted that I'm never going to be the best in one single thing, and I probably also won't pick a field and stick with it for 50 years. This makes it tough for me to navigate a world that's asking me to go boldly in one singular direction, but I'd so much rather try out a bunch of different things for short periods than stick myself to one thing I don't love just because I want to be the best at it. I want to be okay with being unextraordinary, but genuinely enjoying the things I do with my life. So while I may not ever be number one at anything, my life's resume will be extensive and diverse, and that's okay with me. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drink lots of water, and I will see you when I see you.